How did the term narcissistic came into existence? Who was Narcissus? Today we are going to understand the role of image in narcissistic personality. Hi, I am Chumki Bose, a senior psychologist at Mindtribe. Ordinarily, we expect a narcissistic personality to associate unreasonable love of self with the corresponding lack of interest and feeling for others. This selfish person is pictured as inconsiderate and greedy and as somebody whose perspective is me first, and in most cases, me only. However, this image is barely part correct. Narcissists show a lack of concern for others. However, they are equally insensitive to their own true wants. Usually, their behavior is of self-harm. Moreover, once we have spoken of narcissists' self-love, we'd like to create a distinction. Narcissists' investment in one's self-image is not the same as one's self. Narcissists love their image, not their real self. They have a poor sense of self. They are not autonomous. Instead, their activities are directed towards the improvement of their image, usually at the expense of the self. But don't we all have a tendency to be involved concerning our image? And don't we have a tendency to invest loads of energy making an attempt to boost it? So many of us invest excess time, money, energy choosing clothes that may produce the sort of image we have a tendency to project. We have a tendency to believe that look is very important and that we usually head to nice lengths to gift a positive look. We wish to seem younger, lovely, extra virile, more chic, etc. Some individuals even resort to cosmetic surgery to realize these ends. This preoccupation with looks, image is so ingrained in culture that we may ignore when someone is emotionally disturbed. Do we all have a tendency to be self-loving then? Will it mean that narcissism may be a traditional facet of the human personality? No. In my opinion, narcissism is a pathological condition. I draw a distinction between a healthy concern for one's look and preoccupation with self and the displacement of identity from self to self-image. That is characteristic of the self-loving state. The narcissist can very easily be understood by the narcissist myth. The myth of Narcissus, as in Greek mythology. There was a handsome young thespian Narcissus whom Echo the nymph fell in love with. Echo could not speak because she was deprived of speech by the wife of Zeus, Hera. Echo could only repeat the last two syllables of the words she heard. Echo died of a broken heart because she was unable to express her love for Narcissus. The gods punished Narcissus for his callous behavior towards Echo by making him fall in love with his own image. It was then predicted by the seer Tiresias that Narcissus would live until he saw himself. One day, while he was leaning over the limpid waters of a fountain, Narcissus saw his own image in water and became passionately enamored of his image and refused to leave the spot at all. He died of lethargy and turned into a flower, the narcissus that grows at the edges of springs. It is very important to notice here that Narcissus fell in love with his image only after he rejected the love of Echo. That is the falling in love with one's image part of narcissism, becoming narcissistic. The love for self is seen in the myth as a form of punishment for being incapable of loving others. But let's take the story a bit further. Who is Echo? Is she our own voice coming to ourselves? Thus, if Narcissus could have said, "I love you, Echo," Echo would repeat these words and Narcissus would feel loved. The lack of ability to say those words identifies with the narcissist. They withdraw their libido, that is, energies from all the people in the world, and direct it towards their self image or to their ego. There is another possible interesting interpretation. When Narcissus rejected echo, he in a way also rejected his own voice. Now, the voice is the expression of one's own inner being, one's bodily self, and is different to one's outer appearance. Your inner voice quality is determined by the resonance of it in the inner voice chambers. Personality is based on this idea. Persona is the inner voice of the person that shows in how he speaks to others and behaves. Narcissus denied his inner voice and inner being to favor more on his appearance, and that is not just looks, self-image more importantly. This is a typical way of operating of narcissists. But why did Seer Tiresias have such a prophecy? Why would Narcissus die if he saw himself? What would be the predictable ground for something like that? I suppose Tiresias, being a very knowledgeable person, was already aware of the exceptional beauty of Narcissus. A beauty which in a man or woman could prove dangerous. First most danger is that the awareness of such beauty will get to the person's head, making him or her an egotist. Second possibility is that this beauty will make others violent and passionately envious of him and her, leading to tragedy. Fiction, myths, and fairy tales contain many tales of unhappy endings to the lives of beautiful people. The story of Cleopatra is one. The seer was a wise man, and he understood that the curse of Narcissus. Thank you.